all the details that we heard about Tegan Knox and Miranda Alizé leaving AEW Collision early last Saturday night, saying, hey, that doesn't work for me, brother. Go to hell. Well, guess what? We got some more detail about this now. We got just a little more detail about this. And let me tell you something, man. And sorry about the quality of the video, but I'm just glad, even though I feel like they both have some serious mental issues. Pretty sure Tegan Knox is a millennial, so same generation as me, but is sitting here acting like she's Gen Alpha. Miranda Alizé, again, you can't really tell because the picture is not as clear as the video I saw the other day. But she literally looks like she's like a Gen Zer. She looks like the a little bit better version of Ava Raine, The Rock's daughter. Just a little bit better version of her. But you can tell they both have like some severe social issues. They're very how would I put this without sounding like a dick? They're just very off. I'll just say that because I'm a vibe guy. Like, I go off a vibe, and they're just off. But nonetheless, hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You don't have to hear it from me. We can finally hear what's going on with Tegan Knox and the reason why she's just making all these bad decisions from WWE, OnlyFans, then going to AEW and thinking that she's Hulk Hogan. I don't know what's going on, man. She's not even anywhere near Britt Baker status. And even Britt Baker, I don't think, could even pull off what they tried to pull off this past Saturday. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and get into this video.
I don't know where this rumor of a disagreement, right, happened. I don't know where
I approached the bitch
that came from, because that didn't happen at all. I generally don't know where that came from. So that one's squashed straight out the bat, right?
Okay, so we can go off a word about there not being a
this
disagreement. She's saying there's not a disagreement, but obviously there had to be a disagreement, but I guess we'll get into that.
We're back, we shake hands, thank you so much, appreciate the opportunity, no problem. We were informed that
we were just told that the following week, well, it was they told us thank you for the match.
This might be a little bit better.
We were told that next week we were going to do stuff possibly on Ring of Honor, and they just thanked us for wrestling.
Yeah, you're dumb as shit if you actually think you're going to be able to walk into any kind of, especially like, I'm somebody that's never stepped in a ring or anything like that, so I can't speak entirely for the business or anything like that. All I can speak on is the actual business side of it. So it's just business in general. I can't talk about, obviously the wrestling business, which is you go into any business and say, hey, especially when you don't have any kind of pull, you're not even signed to the company. I mentioned this in the last video. You're not even signed to the fucking company, and you're sitting here trying to, call shots and say, this doesn't work for me. And now we find out that, because this is what I didn't know from the last video, the reason is 3 minutes. It was the timing. So you mean to tell me that 3 minutes is not enough time because you want to get over? You either want to get over or you want to go over. You want both. Without even being signed to the company, already knowing that pretty much you're going to be enhancement talent. You weren't anything over in WWE, so I don't know what makes you think you're going to come over to AEW and actually be something. Athena is still trying to break that glass ceiling. Like, fam, what are you doing? Who do you think you are?
and switching things last minute, So we turn up Wednesday, and we were there the entire night, and then as people were after Dynamite finished, people were leaving, so we asked before Ring of Honor started, hey, do we have anything? No. Are you here Saturday? Yeah, cool, you'll have something on Ring of Honor. Cool. So we turn up Saturday.
So they said we can go home too.
Yeah, and they said we could go home.
So we
I have to pick you up here. So we went home that day, after Collision had finished. think you shoot yourself, right? Oh. Yeah, you gotta do this one.
What?
You do this one, remember?
So they're playing video games while trying to explain what happened. So this should also tell you they don't give a fuck about fans, by the way. I get it's a thing. I get it's a thing to play video games and talk. When we were talking about a situation like this, about your actual career that you make the most money in, that you most likely won't be making money in anymore because you burned yet another bridge with the second biggest company in America. Yeah. You talk about being antisocial and having fucking mental issues. Like this is
You take yourself.
this is TikTok brain times 10.
I don't remember.
I feel like you have to.
No, I can't. There's not. I'm pressing all the buttons. Do this one too. Where did we leave off on this game? Jump down. So we turn up Saturday.
You tell us that there?
Hanging around, not told anything until just after doors opened. Hey, you guys are SNTJ? Cool. We came with a bunch of ideas. We were ready.
Which is Tay Mello and Anna J.
And then they walk away. They come back.
Tay Mello. Anyway.
By the way, it's 3 minutes. Which, you know,
I
no one's
approach
going to
the
be happy with
bitch.
3 minutes, but we weren't there going, what the fuck, like 3 minutes, what the fuck? It was never that situation. It's like, we were told that, you know, we were going to have a match of substance because, you know, the match didn't happen and all that kind of stuff.
You don't, like, here's the thing, like, you're not signed to the company. You know who Anna J and Tay Mello are. And you're having a problem with 3 minutes? Now, I've seen a lot of people over the past few days online, wrestlers and non-wrestlers, talk about this and kind of throw shade at the situation. I ain't mad at them, to be honest. I saw someone say that, yeah, I just finished my 2-minute match. And then you had somebody else that claimed that they had, I won't say claim, because it is what they said, it is what they said. They're in the part of business. We should believe them. Until we shouldn't. But someone tweeted out, I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before, and a female, by the way, woman. So I was really shocked at this one. Base as fuck. Because she tweeted out and said, you know, it's funny how, obviously she didn't mention a name or anything like that, but she's like, it's funny how I'm starting to see people not take matches and walk away from matches or whatever. I forget the way she worded it. But it's funny seeing these people do this when I've literally paid off a mortgage, met my husband, and I think she said pay for her kids something or something like that. She said did all three of those and made a career for herself off of like a 1 minute segment or some shit like that. And she's like, it's funny what even 1 minute can do in the ring or in front of a camera in the wrestling business can do for you. And I was like, you know what? That makes perfect sense. Not only can I get you over it, but that can set up your entire career, bro. Your entire career. And if I'm Tegan Knox, just burned a bridge at WWE, just opened up an OnlyFans, just burned another bridge at AEW. Like, fam, like, what would come across your mind to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to do this match. We're not going to do this match. Because, again, this takes two people. You're thinking you're Sasha Banks and Naomi when you're nowhere even close to that. Hadn't even won as many titles, not even nearly as many titles as they have separately, let alone together. But I guess you ride together, you're going to die together, huh?
And then you're not supposed to jump
But
in.
some of y'all need to vet who y'all riding together and dying together with. And I wish this was better quality so you can actually see Miranda Alizé's face. It's very off-putting to me, man. Just like her facial expression the entire time. And her demeanor.
So we just asked, like, hey, 3 minutes.
Like, look, the entire wrestling community is coming after y'all. Because y'all clearly show that y'all don't give two shits. Not only about other wrestlers, but except for yourselves. But y'all don't give two shits about the business. And yeah, y'all want to sit here and play video games on Twitch while talking about this type of matter. And it's not even like, oh, this is such a serious matter, blah, blah, blah. It's the fact that you're talking about your own fucking career. And the fact that this is what people are going to look at your career for. Because, again, you are a nobody. And when I say nobody, I don't mean it's somebody that, yes, we know you've been wrestling for over 10 years and blah, 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 whatever the fuck. But you're not even your normie, but your average wrestling fan is barely even going to know who the fuck you are, first of all. But second of all, the ones that do know who you are, this is what you're going to be remembered for. Because all the time you were in NXT, you did nothing. Next to nothing. Yeah, you're in a segment here and there, whatever. Nobody remembers. You were a footnote, if even that. You were there for a cup of coffee, even though you were there longer than a cup of coffee. Nobody remembers it. You get a second, I guess, / third chance from AEW, and you burn that opportunity. And now you want to sit up here and laugh and giggle while you're telling the story as to why you pretty much don't have a career anymore. Or won't have a career anymore. Which I hope you are able to still get booked on the indies and stuff like that. Like I don't ever wish for anybody to be fired or, especially on their day off. And nothing like that. But at the same time, you reap what you fucking sow. And you have the audacity to sit up here playing video games with your girlfriend, the same one that pretty much helped you burn that bridge with AEW. Hee ha ha, talking about the video game while you're talking about this exact subject that involves your career. And it's most likely going to be the most memorable part of your career, unfortunately.
Is it 3 minutes? Yep. Okay, and after the promo that we cut, we were told to make ourselves to be a credible tag team, all this kind of stuff. So that's what we did. And then we decided collectively as a partnership, a couple, a tag, as wrestlers independently, that as 3 minutes is going to benefit no one in this match. It won't make anyone look good. And what we want to do as wrestlers is make
I approach the bitch.
us all look good. Oh, I remember what to do. So go up there and stay in the thing. So we said we really appreciate it, but
that doesn't work for me, brother. That's what you said. We appreciate it, but that doesn't work for me, brother. Bruh. That doesn't work for me, bruh. That's what you did. That had to be what you have done. Here's the funny part about this. Like, they're so oblivious to the fact that if somebody tells you, oh, it's okay. It's just like my very first job that I had when I was working at a grocery store. And then I was part-time the entire time. So it's pretty much like, whatever. You come in, you work, whatever, leave whenever, whatever. Yeah, this was 14, 15 years ago at this point. So it was back when you could still kind of do that. The payroll and all that stuff was a little bit different than it is now. But you realize that when you say, hey, can I, especially when you work that kind of job where you're like, hey, can I, oh man, it's 4 o'clock. I know I'm supposed to get off at 6, but can I just leave early? And if you work somewhere and they're just like, yeah. And then you look at your paycheck at the end of the day in 2 weeks from then and realize you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days that you left early and wonder why your paycheck is short, or wonder why they fire you, or wonder why they won't call you back. I mean, these are two bitches acting like they have never worked a job in their life. Seriously. Because the fact that you just said, you can see right here, they got the okay to leave. So after you tell them this doesn't work for me, I know you guys had this big match planned for us, but we just don't want to do it. Can we get 2 other women, which they had to go find 2 other women to wrestle in their spot, to job to Tay Mello and Anna Jay? You really think they're going to call you back after that? You really think that was a very sincere, oh, yeah. You guys don't want to lose tonight? You guys don't want the 3 minutes? When Tony could have been on the other side of the curtain in Gorilla after you finish your match with 2 contracts in his hand, ready for you and Miranda Alizé. And y'all fucked that up. Not saying that was going to happen, obviously. I don't fucking know. But could have been a possibility. Wouldn't have been the first time we heard of a story like that.
Can you jump over?
Nope.
Excellent.
No.
Hold on, where was I? So we were polite, we were respectful, we called our producer over, and we said, hey, I don't think 3 minutes is going to benefit either of us, not just us, but everyone in the tag team. And
What
we
the
want
fuck
what's
is
best
wrong
for
with her, man?
everyone, you know? So, respectfully, we preferred this to go to someone that it can benefit. And
So that's a big fuck you, man. That is a real big fuck you. If you say, I would rather this go to somebody that can benefit from it, and it's two people jobbing to a tag team that you don't want to job to, and it's in 3 minutes, bro, that is the biggest middle finger to every other woman to step in that fucking ring. That is the biggest fuck you. And I've been saying for the longest time, it's weird coming from somebody who has never stepped in a ring, that I'm telling or calling people out that have stepped in the ring and are quote unquote masters of their craft, that they don't care about the business enough. That they really don't like wrestling as much as they claim they do. They really fucking hate this shit. Because there's no reason whatsoever why you should be doing anything remotely close to that. Saying, hey, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for calling us up here, and having us and giving us this opportunity to step in the ring and be on TV and wrestle. But you know what? Instead of us getting 3 minutes of TV time, even though we're not even signed to the company, and I will continue to emphasize that because you guys really don't realize how important that is to be a part of AEW or WWE and not even be a part of that company. You literally show up to job and you think that 3 minutes is not enough time. You can think that all you want. You could feel that way all you want. But why are we hearing this 10, 15, 20 years from now on a podcast when they're being interviewed about it? Why are we not hearing it then? And why are we hearing it right now? While they're sitting on Twitch and can't even pay attention strong, at least long enough to give us this full story, to give us the full breakdown of what happened. You can't even pay attention long enough to stay off the fucking video game to tell us what exactly happened and why you screwed people out of an opportunity to watch you wrestle. And I'm not even going to talk about the fans and the other people that they're involved with, including like Tay Mello and Anna Jay. But I just want to talk about themselves. You screwed yourself of all people. Y'all screwed yourselves the worst.
it went to the other two females, which, you know, fair to them, good on them. There was never bad blood. We spoke to everyone involved. It wasn't a fuck you, we're leaving at all. Like I said, we called our producer over, we said everything, and we spoke to a lot of people about this, and they were all in agreement of like, hey, 3 minutes is not going to do good for anyone. A lot of people were in agreement.
But yet they still went on and did 3 minutes and got the job done on Collision without you. And yet you thought it would be a good idea to come on Twitch and tell your entire fan base that they told you that, yep, we're in agreement. 3 minutes is just not enough time to get people over that we need to get over and to get done what we need to get done. 3 minutes is not enough time. But let's go ahead and do the 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and get these other two bitches out here and we'll get the 3 minutes done. Never call Tegan, I keep calling Tegan Knox. Never call Nick Sonul and Miranda Alizé back ever again. Okay? Got it. But let's not tell them to their face. Because that's what big businesses do. That's what big corporations do. They'll lie to you to your face and say, oh yeah, you're fine, you're good, yeah. And then 2 weeks later, you're wondering why you don't have a job anymore. Or you're wondering why you didn't get that paycheck.
Agrees with us. So.
Or you're wondering why people are bad mouthing you.
The producer said, "Okay, no worries. Like, we'll go."
Relay this information to
yep.
who it needs to be relayed to.
So they went, relayed to...
I don't like this bitch's demeanor, man. I don't like her demeanor, bro. Like I said before, I'm a vibe guy, so my vibe with this chick is just off. Like, she ain't paying attention. She hasn't looked at the screen not once. She hasn't really tried to explain anything once. Sits there in silence and lets fucking Tegan Knox sit there and stutter for 10 minutes. Like... We went and explained everything to everyone. Yeah, you're definitely insufferable. I know chicks like this. You are definitely insufferable. Let's just be honest, all right?
And they did that, and then they told us that we were free to go home. So we went home.
They texted us. They said, all good, no problem. You guys are free to go if you like. Because if you've never been in that venue, it's tiny, right? It's very, very tiny.
Yeah, let's talk about the venue size. Because that matters.
So we were just like, let's just make space for people and we'll head home. We were given the go-ahead to leave, and we did. So we
given the go-ahead to leave because even though you had a match, you were supposed to have a match on television. This is the most entitled fucking generation ever, bro. It is so annoying seeing this shit. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
We went and, had food. And what I'm most pissed about is someone said I was pounding beers as if I don't do that on a daily basis. I like to drink.
You want to come up here?
Yeah, in a second. So, yeah. And people they can have the right to their own opinion. I've been doing this 15 years. She's been doing it 14, respectively. I told you guys at the beginning of the year, this is my last 2 years in wrestling. Already a year gone.
Well, you just gave yourself an early out then. This might be your last year. This might be your last 6 months in wrestling.
So, I want to have fun this last year. So, it was never a bad thing on anyone's part. We spoke to all parties involved. We all agreed. Everything. So, is what it is.
Holy fuck, man.
Is
she drunk right now? Look at this chick. Look at Miranda Alizé's face, bro. Like, what? Bruh. Bruh, man. Like, this whole situation is crazy, man. This whole situation is crazy.
Just the dirt sheets, specific dirt sheets, and I know the ones that...
They're both just off, bro. They're just off to me.
They are, that they somehow...
May I approach the bitch?
Twist any positive thing.
Dirt sheets have no fucking life. That's what it comes down to. Nobody knows what happened but us and the people that we spoke to, and that's it.
And they, like I said...
I'll agree about the dirt sheets, but again, we can only go off of what she's telling us. And what Tegan Knox is telling us kind of coincides with what the dirt sheets were already saying about what happened, what went down that night. And then you, Miranda Alizé, being super defensive. She's been brewing on this for a while, because as you could see for the past 7.5 minutes of this video, she's been sitting there gaming and doing this. Lip poked out. We went to management and everybody else and talked to them. We went to everybody. Yeah. I'm just like, bruh. Like, ain't no fucking way these two chicks are going to get employed anywhere else in terms of wrestling. No fucking way possible.
There was no bad blood between anyone. It was all done respectfully. It was never an ego thing of we're too good for 3 minutes. It was, hey, this isn't going to be good for anyone in the match. There's a lot more to it, but honestly, we don't feel like we have to, do anything.
It's like they're completely naive to the fact that this is gonna backfire on them in more than one ways. I don't get how they don't get this. Like, is it good the fact that they came on a Twitch stream and decided to address the situation, and drop some actual details of what happened? Yeah, in a way. I mean, it works out for me as well because I'm doing a fucking video about it. But at the end of the day, was this really a good idea for them to do this? If they actually would have come on here and owned up to what they did and say, hey, man, yeah, we fucked up or whatever. But the fact that they decided to get on here and be in defense about it and still give us the same facts that we got from the dirt sheets, that's more concerning to me. Because you feel like you didn't do anything wrong. You also feel like you're in the right saying, hey, we put in all this effort to even get to the venue. We did all that. Like, I could see if she got sick. I could see if they got hurt. They got a nagging injury. Somebody, doesn't feel like they would be able to, do a certain thing in the ring. Safety issues, safety reasons. I get it, 100%, whatever. But you just coming in and saying in 3 minutes, you're sitting here complaining about the time when they're paying you literally for your time. We have an issue.
It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's not anything different to what anyone else would have done. In reality,
it's not different to what anybody else would have done?
It is what it is. So, you guys can believe what you guys want to believe. We know the truth. The people involved know the truth. We have receipts if we need receipts, which we ain't going to go down that road because that's pathetic, because there is no bad blood. But it is what it is. Dirt sheets like to make up shit and twist shit without getting the actual source. And I think the most disappointing thing for us both is the people that people are in this business that have a direct line to us and know how bad the dirt sheets are, have quickly caught onto the dirt sheets and are not attacking us, but
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. I will in a second. They're allowed to have their opinions, but they have a direct line to us. They know how bad the dirt sheets are. So, is what it is. And like I said, this isn't me, like...
Alright, man. It's a whole bunch of fucking word salad for pretty much saying that you want to be a streamer and be on OnlyFans instead of actually be in the ring and wrestle, which is something that you're actually good at. Because you're not attractive. OnlyFans is probably not working for you right now. I'm going to be honest. Unless you show us some actual numbers of OnlyFans, I'm pretty sure that's just not working for you. I don't know how many people actually watch you stream and play video games. Hopefully that's working for you. Something that you loved, and hopefully you're good at it, and you get a good following, all that good stuff. But man, to disrespect professional wrestling in this way, like, I've never seen it at such an all-time high as it is right now. You have so many wrestlers doing this. You got TKO now fucking just kicking actual wrestlers in the ass. And then going back and saying, Vince McMahon pretty much shitting on everything that he worked for and everything that he built, and saying that his pay-per-views are eventually going to go away. And like, it's so much happening in professional wrestling right now. They're fucking up John Cena's final run. We got literally a month left until his very last match, and 2 nights ago you had him win the Intercontinental Championship. We have a serious problem in professional wrestling right now, and I don't think it'll ever be fixed because we're so fucked that you cannot put the toothpaste back in the fucking tube. You just can't. So I don't know how we fix this mess, but we got to. We have to right the ship, because if not, professional wrestling is going to literally be a lost art. I don't know, man. Hit me up in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe. All that good stuff. It's your boy Corn, and I am disappointed.